Welcome to A Minute for God. The second key word from Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30 is take. Jesus says in verse 29, "Take my yoke upon you." Jesus is using a figure of speech that was very popular during his time. A yoke was a wooden frame that was placed over a person's shoulders in order to make a load or burden easier to carry. This frame would help to distribute the weight in equal proportions to both sides of the body. Now, the key to this yoke is that it must be well adjusted to the shoulders or it becomes very uncomfortable. And if there's too much weight, it becomes completely unbearable. That's exactly what had happened to most of the people Jesus was talking to. They were overwhelmed with a burden that they could no longer carry. And that's the kind of yoke the religious leaders were requiring. There was a yoke of civil obligations, a yoke of the law, and also a yoke of the commandments. These Jewish leaders emphasized a whole system of teaching that stressed long lists of rules and regulations with a bunch of do's and don'ts. And these religious rules and regulations were overloading their lives and ready to capsize them. Jesus is saying that his yoke is much lighter and easier to bear than the rules and regulations of the religious leaders.